Happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining me for a craft night with friends. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for beginners. And I'm here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. So, all right, we are going to continue with our tree topper today. We have our front and back that we're going to assemble, and we're also going to make some sort of protuberance from like these edges, like some little tassels or little ties of some sort. And then this will go on a cone, which will then be able to go on to a tree. So that is the plan here, where we left off from last night. So I think, well, at least decide, we'll make a few different tassels and then kind of make some decisions on what we should do for that, and then maybe we finish all those up tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. So, all right, just another reminder, I am not going to be here Thursday and Friday for the holiday, but I will be back on Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time again. And if you didn't check out our BOGO, go check that out on penguinandfish.com. We're doing a buy two, get one free of our boxed embroidery kits. So check that out as well. That'll go run through the week here. So awesome. Thanks again, guys, for joining. Let's get going. All right, so here is where we left off. I'm going to kind of zoomy you guys down here again. We'll get all together here. So, all right. So this is where we left off last night. Hold on here. There we go. And so we made kind of our front and backs. We put some fusible foam on our lining piece and our front pieces. So same thing here on the back and that lining piece. I used some scrap fabric for that. And then we turned them all right side out through the hole that we cut in the lining. So we have, you can see the fusible, not foam, fusible fleece, that's it. In there on both pieces, and turning it right side out, we got this super cute hexagon going, and it even has this kind of natural arc that happens in it just because it's so floofy, and I did not top stitch it down, so I could push this out and get this like real straight here, but I kind of like it just with that little arc in there. It kind of goes with the shape of the snowflake here, so I'm loving it so far. So I think all that we're going to do to assemble this is I'm going to just take some thread, and we're going to somehow tie a little knot at each one of these points, and we're going to leave like all this poofiness here. I think that'll be kind of cute. And then I was thinking, well, I wasn't thinking, but you guys yesterday had some great ideas about having like tassels or something on the ends of all these points. It felt like it needed something. So that's kind of what we're going to kind of figure out tonight. I have a whole pile of different things of yarn here. I have some beads that we'll look at. I have buttons. My button bin is here, so we'll open that up. I got some of this kind of shiny yarn. Maybe we can try a pom-pom. I don't know. We're going to make just a whole pile of different things and see what kind of works. But first of all, let's just do step one, which is getting these all attached. And I was gonna like pre-attach them with the yarn, with some thread here before, you know, testing out anything else. So I have I just happen to have this. This is some 12 weight cotton thread. It's the only thing I had nearby that looked pretty much the same color as this. And 12 weight is a little thicker, so I think it'll be thicker than my normal sewing thread, so I think it will be strong. So I think we just start here. Let me grab a needle and see what we can accomplish. Here, let me grab all these. Oh, I don't have any thin, okay, that you could use for the ties on the edges. I don't have any thin ribbon, satin ribbon, but that would work too. Like instead of just tying it, it could just be like little bows around. That's kind of like a little kid's comforter or something, which would be really kind of sweet too. But I think I'm going to just sew these all down so they're physically attached, and then at that point we can figure out these other things a little bit. Let me grab a scissors. Man, I was taking photos here today and put all my stuff away. Now I don't know where my scissors or anything are. So I'm going to just cut a little piece off here. I also did not, I did not take off the water-soluble marker yet. And I think we can just do that when we're all done, just so I don't have to do it now. I'll just wet a rag a little bit and dab it dry. I think that'll be fine. So I don't know, I guess I'm gonna just maybe tie a knot here. Let's tie a knot in the thread here. I don't really have a clear idea of how I'm gonna attach these yet. And actually, I grabbed my embroidery needle just because I'm used to using my embroidery needle, but that seems like it might be a little bit big. I think I'm gonna go in here. Ugh, yeah, this is not gonna work. I'm gonna get a smaller needle. We have so much stuff that we're going through here that it's just kind of a lot. So let's try my, ugh, that's really small eye. Well, yeah, let's try this. So this is a Milner's needle. It's long and it's sharp and it's got this tiny eye though. Oh good, I was able to thread it. Phew, that was what I was a little scared of. So I don't know, I think let's pop in from the back, kind of on that point. So we can pop that, theoretically, we can pop this knot through to the back. Might have to just get a bigger needle and push that down in there. There we go. So I just kind of pop that needle to the back. I'm gonna cut this excess off. And let's try and I'm gonna go around this front spot now. Theoretically, I want the lining pieces not to be seen, and I think that'll add some extra like poof to this. So we'll see. Oh, Kimberly says we can't see the marker. That's good. Yeah, I mean I can see it a little bit here, but I think it'll be easy enough to take out. So I mean, we're trying to make a pretty big leap here, so we'll get these as close as we can. There we go, that's not bad. And let's just kind of go through that spot a couple more times, I guess. Seems a normal enough way to do this. And we'll be going around, we'll be basically covering these up because, so you won't even see these joinings theoretically. We'll be putting, whatever tassel here. I'm just gonna go around one more time just because. Oof, hoping I don't need to grab a thimble for this. That'd be annoying. All right, there. So went around that point like 3 times there, and I think I'm gonna just go around all those bits and tie a knot. And then we'll just tuck in the thread, and I think that's all the more I'm going to do this. So this isn't like a toy that's going to be, like thrown about or anything, theoretically, so I don't think this has to be like the most perfect thing ever. There, so I'm just going to tuck in this thread. Okay. We're making this up as we go along for sure. Did you find your string of pearls? So, Kimberly, I did find the pearls. However, I just had a few in my button bin and not nearly what I had in my head. So here's my bin of buttons. So all I have is like this right here. So this is either all I have left or I have a whole nother batch hiding somewhere. So, so I don't know if that's gonna work for the garland anymore. But we'll have to try it somewhere else for sure. All right, so this totally works. So we just kind of attach those 2 little bottoms there. Let's just go all the way around. I'll just go clockwise. I think that worked fine. Let's just do the exact same thing. I can use this thread yet, I think. Tie a knot. This is like that quilter's knot. There we are. And let's just tuck up inside here again. That looks good. There we go. Pop that knot to the inside, and then I'll just snip off that extra. All right. So we'll look at the pearls and the buttons and the yarn, and I actually have some wooden beads, and I think I'm kind of leaning towards that right now. But we'll take a look at all the possibilities. I have like some little like crystal-y looking things that might be cute. Like will look like little snowflakey crystals. I don't know what any of it's gonna look like, so I thought we could try a few different things and then make a final decision before making a bunch more. Because theoretically we need 6 of them. I suppose they don't all have to be exactly the same. Which would be kind of cute too, a pile of different ones. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, Kimberly, that I could possibly put the pearls on these corners, like do like tassels with like pearls on the end. That's actually kind of what I'm thinking with the wooden beads and stuff too. Like we could put like a little ball at the end, either a tassel or like a bead or that pearl, or I even have like some of these like little crystal-y bobbies as a bead. Like that could be cute on the end, and then like a tassel of some sort coming out of it is kind of the current train of thought here. The other possibility is we could make tiny pom-poms. I don't know. We could do a few different things, and that's why I kind of want to just play around and test it out. All right, I'm going to get a new piece of thread just because that one's getting a little short for doing this, but there we got two edges together, and we just have like the poofiness. It's open there, which is fine. It'll be like that all the way around, and that's what we'll be putting onto the tree basically, like so. But this just adds like another little poofy arc to it, I think. Adds some texture and layers to it. It's kind of goofy, but whatever. We're playing around, figuring it out. Got my little purple scissors tonight here. All right, so 4 more. We got 2 done. Such a little hole for the eye here. But so far it's been easily threadable, so that's good. All right, 2, 3. Oh, it's just so much more difficult to stitch through because of the there's so much thickness, like all of the fleece and everything. Okay, there, pop that knot through. All right, grab this corner. I think this is going to be cute. I'm happy we turned this into this tree topper. This is just kind of a spur of the moment idea. I think it was actually one of your guys' ideas to do a tree topper, and I think I'm very excited about it. I think it's turning out really great. I love that we did this hexagon instead of a circle, so I'm excited. It's always fun to play around and have something kind of work out. All right, I accidentally de-threaded my needle. There we go. So almost done with the 3rd. Just tying that final knot. Let's tuck in the thread here, and then that guy will be done. I'm gonna get a new piece of thread again. All right, so halfway done with those corner points. We can see what this will look like on the cone. So the cone, I'd theoretically like to decorate as well. We might not get to that till tomorrow with some yarn and stuff. We'll see what we decide on the tassels first, and that might determine how we decorate the cone. Oh, thanks, Teresa's saying pretty nails, so I forgot about this already. So John was at Walgreens today or whatever, and he's like, do you need anything from Walgreens? And I'm like, not off the top of my head. And then I'm like, you could get me the prettiest nail polish that's there. So he picked these out. He picked the nail polish out as the prettiest nail polish, and he was telling me how he walked around the whole store, like all the aisles of nail polish, and just like looked at all of them and just, you know, had a couple picked out, and then it just ended up with, nope, this is the one. So that was fun. So I got surprise nail polish today, which is awesome. So this is what he picked out as the prettiest nail polish there. So it's like that. It has a like shimmer in it, and I don't have any nail polish with like shine in it. I always get like the flat color. So it was just kind of fun to see what he picked out. Gretchen says my hubs would be freaked out if I asked him. I wasn't sure if he would actually do that, but like he did. He went and got it. Teresa says he picked well. He pays attention to the project coordination. Yep, the purple, shiny purple definitely goes with this like snowflake territory. I agree. Oh, it's just fun getting, like, I feel like I got like a present today, which was just fun. Very happy with it. So maybe I'll just have him do that more often. Pick out another cute nail polish. I wonder if I did that, if he'd come back with similar things, or if it'd be different each time. Don't know. All right, let's just tie a knot for the next one right away. We're down to just two. So this is totally working. I mean, it's practically invisible, right? You can't even tell like the knots or anything. So I think this color was good. I'm glad I had it this kind of tan color, or ecru or whatever. Matches the fabric here well. Ooh, that pulled right on through. A little too much gusto. There we go. That's true. Make sure he sees what I have before shopping for more. I'm not sure that would affect anything. I don't know if his memory would retain it that long. There we go. One more. It's fun working on these random projects like this. I definitely have enough thread on here to finish, or to do the last one, which is great. Yeah, and my big fear with this is like, how am I gonna get it like sturdy enough, even with like an interface so it doesn't flop all over the place, and this is working out super great. Like this isn't gonna bend or fold or anything. Oops, let's come in from the side. There we go. Oh, okay, so I like that idea. Kimberly says, I watched a good portion of last night's live and have been thinking about the cone. Would you consider hot gluing buttons to the base portions? I love that idea. And yeah, and so it shows. Yeah, that's a great idea. I like the idea of buttons. I didn't bring, like, I have to find my hot glue gun. All my craft stuff has been a little rearranged lately, and I'm not quite positive where everything is. So I don't quite know where the hot glue gun is. So that's going to be a problem for, like, if we did anything with that cone base, like, because I was thinking originally, like, oh, I'll put yarn around it, but I do like that button idea. I think that'd be really cute, and it'd be a way to use up some of my buttons, which I'm always happy about. But yeah, I gotta find the glue gun, so maybe we'll do that tomorrow. And yeah, I love the button idea. That's gonna be cuter than just yarn, like what I was thinking. All right, this is the last one, but we can see what it looks like on the cone right now once I tuck this in. And this needle worked great. Alrighty, so here is basically the basis of our topper here, and so this is the bottom. So we have the cone, so you could really just put this up on the tree as is, but I have this cone, and I thought it could go in the cone like so. So that didn't even bend it as much as I thought it was going to, which is great. So it's not really distorting. It's not distorting the embroidery at all. So this is working great. So yeah, a ton of buttons all glued around here would be really, really, really cute. I do like that a lot. So now you can really get this higher up. So I mean, theoretically, it could go all the way through to the top, but we don't want that. So, like, right there seems like it's natural, kind of like last spot for it to go. So that's pretty cute. So we could, this could just stay. Like, we could have this be a part of it. Like, they don't need to separate, really. And then, yeah, just buttons all down here. That would be really cute. And then, and it would kind of blend in with the tree a little bit, too. Like, if we did those, like, mottled kind of brown and tan buttons, those, like, tortoiseshell-looking buttons. Through all that, I'm sure I have tons of those. Just glue all on here. Ugh, would be so adorable. So we just need to kind of figure out what we want for these tassels, because I do think it needs some like pop. So like from far away, you could get a little sense of like it just being a little bit more exciting than a hexagon. So let's do that next. But so far, proof of concept is going pretty well here, I think. I like it. So let's kind of see what there is to see here, I suppose. So we have some options. So I'm going to take this out for now. We have some options of what we could do here. So we could just do a little poofy tie. Let's just see what all of these different things would look like. So let's just say we did a tie. I'm going to just make a fake tie here. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just tie a knot here. Like, it could be as simple as, I guess it's almost like a tassel, but it could be as simple as like little ties on the end, which is pretty cute. Gosh, even that would be enough, really, going all the way around. But I do like this idea of tassels and stuff too. So I got a few different things we could use. What I'm leaning though towards, I have like this crazy bag here, that I made when I was super little. I took a sewing class when I was like, oh my God, I don't know, 11 or something maybe, I don't know, at the local Joann's, and I made, like, it was to sew shorts or something crazy, something way 80s, and I picked the coolest fabric that they had there, and that was this fabric, the coolest fabric that I was going to make shorts out of. So this is this is some 80s, early 90s, a nice print for you there. So this is like the type of stuff they were making for fabric back in the day. But inside I have, ooh gosh, beads are just flying. I have some of my mom's old macrame supplies. So my mom used to do macrame, and these are, I mean, at least some of the stuff in here. There's a whole variety of random stuff, but like these are all like her original like macrame supplies here. So I had noticed that there was some of these little wooden beads, and I was thinking that that could be like super duper cute. Like those could be on the end here. Ooh, it almost matches the color of those too. Those could be on the end with like a little tassel coming out. So I do like that idea. So I want to grab, I just want to see if there's even 6 of those. But I also want to try like these little kind of icy bits. That's maybe a good idea too. Oh yeah, there's plenty. So let's just see if there's enough supply. So 1, 2, 3. This one's kind of weird. We're gonna put that one back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. So we would be able to do that theoretically. What else is in here? Just some more beads, some different color beads. We got some brown ones. I thought I saw a blue one in here. Big kind of green one. I mean, the different colors are kind of cute. Oh, there's a couple, like, I guess more green ones. I don't know. I think I'm liking... I'm just going to leave these wooden ones out because I think those are really pretty. Whoa! Okay, they're getting away from me, though. There's like a necklace in here. Man. One of these days, I'm gonna like go through everything in my craft supplies and just like full on reorganize it, I think. Although now I know that that stuff is in this bag, so like it's not really a big change. So all right, so this is what this would look like, and then we could put some tassels coming from it. Oh, and I lost my little tie already. He ran off. Oh well. I'm just gonna have beads rolling everywhere tonight. So I think the style of these kind of look nice with this, but let's try. I want to actually make a tassel here, but I want to just cut this. I think this is probably supposed to be a bracelet, but I'm cutting it so we can get like these little crystals out of it. But like we could go with these like icy little bits. That'd be kind of cute too. Here, I'm gonna rejigger the camera here, you guys, so we can see all this a little bit better. And do it over here too. All right. Okay, so I think that's a cute option. And we definitely have 6 of those. So that's kind of sweet too. Let's just, I'm gonna do 3 and 3 just to see what I like. They'd be more like that. You wouldn't see the whole. Okay, they're both kind of sweet. All right, so let's try and make a little tassel. we could do that with embroidery floss. Like we could actually do it with colors from the actual piece here. Do like a really kind of tight little tassel. So why don't we give that a try? We'll do a few different tassels, and I want to try one with yarn as well. And then we'll just see. So, all right, I'm going to make a tassel out of this. So I think how I'm going to do this, let's take off the little bits, and I'm going to steal like a little bit of this here. We're just going to cut myself off a piece, and I'm going to tie right in the middle, and this will be like what gets connected to the bead as well. I think I like the idea of like super short little tassels that kind of stick out. So let's see if we can do that with this. Actually, I think I'm going to need... Oh, okay, that was a stupid idea. Let's try that again. Untie this. All right, I'm going to need a little bit of thread here, so I'm going to just take a little bit out. Let's reform this a little bit. All right, now let's do that again. Usually I don't do this step of tying it in the middle, but I think to make it into the beads, turn it into the bead, we're going to have to. Okay. So now I'm just going to put them together like so. Oh, thanks, Chris. And I think, so this is where we wind from the bottom and then go up a little bit. There, so I'm just going to wind around and I'm going to crawl back up the tassel. That'll kind of be locking in my thread a little bit. I suppose we can go as far as we want. I think that's kind of cute right there. And then I need to get a needle to tuck in this thread. Geez, I haven't made a tassel in forever. This all feels super weird how I'm doing this. I feel like I've done this easier before. It's feeling awkward right now. But we'll get it. Ugh, I'm gonna have to let go. There we are. Okay, and then I can just go from the top and go like right through the middle and bring the needle on through. Oops, I got caught. Oh, on these top stupid threads. Come back here, thread. Jeez. Well, I'm thinking it'll go easier after this first one. The other 5, if this is the way we go. So, all right, so there's our tassel. I'm going to get my big scissors. I'd like to try and cut this really short because I don't want them to really fall. So let's go really short. Let's go like right there. So silly. I can brush those out too if I want. I suppose let's just try that right away. So I always have my little rolly brush here, and if you brush it through the floss like this, it'll separate all the threads in the 6-strand embroidery floss, and it'll separate them all. So they'll all be lying individually, and it'll all appear a little bit more silky and polished. So there we go. I always like doing that. And then, okay, let's just throw a, oh my God, this hole is teeny, teeny, tiny. That might be a problem for us. So, that might actually negate these needles or these beads. Oh gosh. Here's my tiniest needle, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it threaded. Yeah, for sure not. Let's see. Will this needle fit through? Yeah, okay. Let's see if I can get this threaded. I'm going to have to do it one at a time. Oh yeah, a needle threader might work for this. Yeah, let's try the needle threader. Although it might not be able to pull because this is like all too thick. Okay, needle threader. There you are. Knew you were up here somewhere. I just think like with a needle threader, we're still doubling up the floss, like doubling up the thickness of the floss. Wow, I can't even get hardly the needle threader through here. Yeah, because see, we're going to double up the floss here, and I'm pretty sure that's not going to fit through here at all. Yeah, that's not going to work. So I'm going to have to thread it through here. Or the other thing we could do is, we're going to do this instead. I'm going to cut this off. Actually, let's thread the new thing. So I'm going to actually use this thread, this thinner thread, which I know works, is thin enough. So let's thread that, which is still pretty difficult to thread. And let's get that through here. Try and get it through the same spot there. Okay, I'm through. And now I'm going to just cut away. Actually, let's just untie it. Untie these, that thread that's there already. And we'll keep it together with this light colored thread instead. There we go. New game plan. So let's tie this in a knot. There we go. Now you might fit through that hole. I'm still gonna have to do it separately though. So I want to make another one of these too, with the wood beads and maybe some yarn. Oh, look how cute though. That's gonna be kind of sweet. Let's actually just attach some on. Attach the tassels onto this thing. Like we'll loosely tie it, and then we can make some decisions after seeing them on, I think. This actually would be kind of sweet with, there's all these little tiny beads too. We could have put that one like in the middle, like we could have lined them up, like it could have gone that one there and then the big one potentially. Yeah, maybe that's weird. But maybe on top. Nah, let's just keep it like this for now. All right, and just to see what it looks like, I'm gonna go around like the inside of this and let's just tie ourselves a knot. Just to kind of see what it's gonna look like. Ah, it's so silly. Okay, it's fun. So I'm gonna just tie it in like a little single knot here so we can take it out if we want later. But there, so that would be an example. So it's super wacky, right? But it seems like it's holding its position, like when if I tie it tightly enough, it's gonna hold outright, which is good. That's kind of what I want. Because I want from far away for you to be able to see like the moments of it, like so you can see it. And I think the size is kind of okay. It reflects, I think, the homemade like embroidery-ness of it all, I think, a little bit. And I mean, this is like more home crafty, I feel like, than delicate overall. So I kind of don't mind the fatter tassel. We can poof it up here a little bit. I don't know, that's pretty cute. So I want to try another one. So this is an example. So this is what it could be. We could do all 6 like this. I just want to see what it looks like on the cone again. Yeah, so we could do all 6 like this, or let's try some other ones. I think I do want to actually try. I'm going to tie this twice just so it stays in place. I can always get rid of it. Oh my god, I'm going to just tie it completely on. I'm going to trim it too. All right. There. I want to try the like plain blue ties again. Let's do that. And I want to try one of these wood bead tassels, and then we could just try like a tassel by itself. I don't know. Have not decided, but like we'll decide. We'll like do a few, and then we can always decide tomorrow, and then do all of them tomorrow. I think just a simple tie would be awfully sweet as well. We'll see. Like simple could be just fine. Ooh, I'm just clumsy today. There we go. So let's just snip those. So this is kind of like a little tassel, so that's just a little simpler. That's maybe a little too simple. I do kind of like the fancy tassel a little bit more than that. So that's good to know. Let's try one with the wood, and I'm kind of thinking, I got some of this thread or this yarn. Maybe that'll be kind of like a nice natural looking look. Yeah, my little tree might just not work for this. This is kind of meant for like a smaller, or for a larger tree, I think. Well, I wouldn't need to use the cone either. I could just put it right on the tree through the hole here too. So maybe that's like an adaptation for like a larger tree. That could be too. So I'm just making a little tassel here, theoretically. I suppose this is plenty big. And I think I will tie it with those, that little thread again. That seemed to work well. So I'm just going to go through the middle of this. Tie a little square knot there. Okay. Now let's do that tassel part again. I left a long string here, and that's what I'm gonna kind of go around. So I'm starting at the bottom and gonna go up. Maybe I started a little low here. I think I can slide that up a little. Well, it might be kind of cute. the big bulkiness there. There. All right, let's thread this yarn. Like my only needle that will fit yarn through, I think. All right, and then let's go from top to bottom again here. Pull it on through. There. All right, and let's just snip all of this off. Right, like so. They're so cute. Tassels are so silly. Silly and sweet. Trim it a little bit. And that looks good. Oh, thanks, Deborah. Deborah says, oh, you're so creative. That's sweet. I love your tree topper. Would it even be pretty standing on its own, like on the mantle? Oh, that's a good point. It could just stand alone, which it'll probably do here. Well, no, we got that little tree. I'm sure we can find a spot for that little tree somewhere. But yeah, it could. It's just nice as a little hexagon. All right, I thought I would maybe be able to thread those through, but I keep using this giant scissors, but I can't. So I'm gonna use the embroidery needle. I think that's thin enough to still go through that big wood bead. Then I can thread both of this at once. This is kind of sweet too. Wonder if we add like a little sparkle on here. Maybe that'd be a way to add some, oh, I don't think I can thread through there, but this would maybe be a way to add a little bit of extraness, like some of the like beady sparkle, the like iciness into the wood beads. There. Ooh, will you go through? Ah ha ha ha! Yay! Embroidery needle fit through there. So there, like we would just add a little bit, or maybe we add like 2. That doesn't seem like quite enough. Oh my gosh, how do people hold these and to work with them? I have not worked with beads in a long time, but I'm feeling super duper clumsy. There we go. So that's kind of sparkly. That might be something. All right, let's attempt to tie this on one of these corners. Again, we're just experimenting here. I don't know what direction I want to go in for this. We're just kind of playing around. So we'll pick one direction ultimately. All right, let's just tuck in these threads for now. There we go. It's so weird. All of this seems weird to me, but it's fun. So this one doesn't hang up as like sticky outy as like this one is. Maybe that's just because I have these couple little extra crystal-y, plasticky beads on here. So I'm just gonna try it without those. Ooh, which means I have to untie the knot that I just tied really tightly. Maybe knots were dumb. I suppose I could just make another one. So that one like hangs too much, and I just loosened it too. So let's try another wood bead without that extra on, and then maybe we try it with one of these sort of tassels again, the embroidery floss tassels. I have some of this cream color. Maybe let's try white. I had gotten more floss out so I could make more of the tatted snowflakes. So it's within arm's reach. So I'm using it now. So I'll have to get some more floss to make more of these. But I might make another one tonight. I'm just kind of feeling like I want to do another one. All right, so let's try this. Okay, I'm still gonna want to use this thread to tie it. That's been working well. Let's just go. Oh wait, I need to get that extra thread first. There. Now let's tie. So basically I'm doing the same thing now that I did with that like crystal-y one, but with the wood, and I want to just see if I like that direction. I'm not totally not sold on this wood yet, because I just like the idea of these wood beads. All right, another tassel. Start winding it around. Okay, that looks good. Let's get our embroidery needle. Come down the center again, and there we go. It's kind of like tying a knot. All right, ooh, I got one little shorty there. That's kind of a bummer. Oh well. Let's snip it about the same length. Ooh, beads falling everywhere. Let's go like right there. Kind of even it out a bit. All right, and let's brush through with my brush to separate it a little bit. Yeah, we could try a thinner tassel next. I could actually make two tassels out of one if I make it half the size. Okay. There we are, a little white tassel. Let's get another wooden bead and give this a try. They're just so sweet. Like just like the little wood is just sweet too, I think. All right, let's do one on top here. I think if I tie them tightly enough, these big flat beads, or the flat sides of this will kind of make the whole thing stand upright a little. Just gonna tuck in that extra for the time being. Same with here. I'll trim those eventually. Ah, they're funny. Okay, I do actually kind of like that. All right, so it's between the. I mean, we'll try a thinner one too, but I do like how these. Oh yeah, that's right. We have this sparkly thread too, so we could try that. We could do. What about mixing the turquoise with your sparkly thread for a tassel. That could be kind of fun. Yeah, let's try that on one. But I do like the embroidery floss tassel. So that's this tassel and this tassel. So I think let's just scrap the yarn tassel. Although this is really cute as a tassel. Maybe I'll just like keep this as a tassel for something else, like my bag or something. I like this as just a general tassel. Yeah, and I think definitely kind of no on just the tie. I don't think that's it needs to be like from far away. You need to be able to like see some shape, some fun shape to it. And I think these are just kind of fun. But yeah, I haven't decided yet between the bead, like the crystal-y bead and the wood bead. I might have to sit on that. But like, okay, let's try one that's half the size of this tassel. So like a thinner tassel with a little bit of gold in. Let's see if I have any more of this turquoise, this winter morning color floss. Okay, I do have one more here, so let's grab that. Yeah, I think this is my last one up here, so let's try that. I also have this kind of fawn color that we could try. I mean, they really all could be different, but I think I want the focus to be more on the design. Oh, thanks so much, Debbie. Thanks, Lauren. I appreciate that. But I think I want to focus more on this design. So I think the less focus I can put on this outside stuff, the better. But I want enough so that like I like that I can see this bead here, because I think that's enough interest that I can like bring my eye into it a little bit. Try the white and the shiny thread too with the crystal. Yeah, maybe I'll try the crystal. And maybe I'll do white with the shiny thread now, just to like see, because we already have a crystal with the blue. Let's see, do I have white up here? That might have been my last white up here, though. Let's see. Okay. I don't have white in that form upstairs here anymore, but I do have potentially white scrap. So let's try, maybe we can make make a tassel out of this white scrap instead, since I don't have any more skeins up here, I don't think. So moving on to scraps, I suppose let's just try one. See if one of these will do the job for us. Thanks, Janice. I still kind of like this, though. I like how it just stands straight out. All right, let's do, so I have this weird, gosh, how is this even attached? This I just happened to see when I was looking for stuff. I'm not sure I've ever used it for anything. Looks like it might be a disaster to work with. Let's just cut a little bit off, and I don't think this has an inner filament. This is just the metallic. That's, I think, kind of abnormal for metallic floss. All right, so I want maybe less metallic floss than white. So let's go around white a bunch of times and then add another little bit of the gold. Okay, I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna make this whole thing smaller, just because I'm gonna run out of that white pretty quickly, because it's not from the skein. Let's do it like 3 fingers. Okay, now just some white. Yeah, just a tiny bit of that gold in there is kind of cool, huh? All right, let's just do it with that, just a little bit. All right, and I should have prepped some stuff beforehand. I'm gonna do this all one-handed here. Let's get some more of this thread. Is it crochet or tatting? So this is embroidery, For these fellers, so these little guys that I was working on, so this is tatting. So this is kind of like, I'm trying to learn how to tat. So these are like this is the only thing I've really tatted is this design so far. So this is tatting right here. I got my little tatting shuttle. I think we'll do more of that. Maybe tomorrow we'll start another one of those. I think that'd be fun. So a couple days ago, or I don't know, maybe it was a couple weeks ago now, I did some tatting live here. I do want to kind of edit that down into some short videos yet, but that was really, really fun. I definitely want to do it here again. So maybe next week we'll do some tatting here, or tomorrow. I think tomorrow might be fun to do that yet. All right, so I'm tying these little men. Oh, yep. This design here is embroidery. This is our embroidery of the month, our October embroidery of the month. Not October, geez, November, October. I was gonna say the November October of the month. It's the November embroidery of the month. All right, so this is a little thinner tassel. I'm doing the winding up part. A little thinner tassel with a little bit of gold in. And we'll put it on a one of the little, what are those? Little like crystally, icy looking fellers. And we'll trim this too. But yeah, the gold is a nice touch. I think in this it makes it extra holiday-y. Yep, embroidery. But I did use that chain stitch in the embroidery quite a bit here, and that always reminds me of crochet, and that's why I kind of like using it, because it always just makes me think of crochet. So it's not that far off. Accidentally saying crochet. All right, let's just snip all this off. Maybe about there. Looks pretty even. So I'm thinking even with this gold, I could still kind of brush it out a little bit. Let's try it. It's kind of sweet with the gold though, isn't it? Extra sparkles. I'm not sure the sparkle is coming across so much, but it is really sparkly. Like it really catches the light. Ooh, and I'm splitting it apart now too, so it's coming apart really easily. So now I have like all these single strands of gold. That's kind of fun. They're all kind of bunched up together there. Let's see if I can scooch some over to the other side. Pretty. Oh, I love that we're just kind of going down a rabbit hole here. Like we're just trying more and more stuff. So it almost looks like the gold stretched out a little bit when I did that. I am going to give it a little bit of a trim just so that it's all even again. Yeah. Sparkles. All right, that's pretty cute. That is a pretty dang cute tassel there. All right, let's try another one of these icy little bits on, oh gosh, with these tiny, tiny, tiny holes in it though. All right, I'm gonna have to do this separately again with my tiny needle. Where did he go? Right here. Snip the end up. Wow, this like feels like so fancy, this tassel. This feels like one of those ones that you would turn into earrings, and this would be like your holiday earring set. Which was a thing a couple years ago for sure. Here we go. Okay, there's one. I'll have to do these separately. Oh, Gina says she's liking this one. Yeah, I do like, I like the, this little I like the gold in it. I think that's fun. Yep, and it is just, you know, less. It's about half the size as this one, our other ones that we did. Okay, all this yarn. You gotta get out of my way. There we go. All right, so let's test this one up here. We've almost made it around. We'll have to make a decision at some point here. Oh gosh, it's already 9:36, you guys. We've been like in this for a while. So, oh, this is pretty too. Okay, I definitely like this whole gold thing in it. All right, let's just tuck that in. All right, so here's that one, and that one stands pretty much upright as well, which is great. It's kind of, it looks African almost, these little poofs coming out. But I think from far away, again, like as a dream catcher from far, not a dream catcher, as a tree topper from far away, I think these little things will really help you, help it stand out like on a tree. So I think it's fun, and I do kind of like this gold. Man, I haven't decided on these wood beads or this crystal bead here. Oh, Janice, I'm in the Minneapolis area in Minnesota. Ugh, I don't know. So I think maybe we just, but I do think it's between those, and I actually do kind of like the white as well. I mean, we could try this with this teal, but the white and gold look really nice together. But I bet you the teal and gold would look really pretty too. So maybe that's what we can try tomorrow. So we pretty much used up our time tonight. Oh, you like the teal, Janice? So like let's tomorrow, like this, now that we're like kind of Rock and Robin, yes, I am going to make them all the same. So tonight we're just kind of playing around and testing different designs and seeing like what we might like. And I think we've been developing it as we've gone along here, and I think we're kind of leaning towards this, but I'm not sure about the white or these different things. So I think tomorrow when we come on, tomorrow we're going to finish this no matter what. So tomorrow I think let's try with the like crystal bead with teal, like this teal and gold. I do like the gold with it, like, so I'm thinking that's a decision. Let's keep the gold with, so a few decisions. We like the embroidery floss versus the yarn, so we'll go with embroidery floss, and I like the gold in it no matter what. So I think the decisions we have to make next are teal. Do we like the teal or the white better? I do like this thinner one as well. I think that's fine. So tomorrow we'll try a thinner version of the teal with the gold on one of these crystal beads, and I'd like to try one on the wood bead yet too, and then we could just make a final decision if we go crystal or wood, and if we go white or teal, and then be done, make the decision, and then do all the rest of them. And I think that will go super freaking fast once we get that done. And then if I can find my hot glue gun somewhere, then we'll decorate the base here yet as well. So I do still kind of like the idea of buttons, even though now we've gotten a little fancier with the little tassel guys here. But I still think the buttons would maybe feel nice still. So I still do like that idea. So we'll play with that a little bit, and maybe it can be buttons with a little sprig of gold here and there, and too. Maybe that will work. But all in all, I think we're making something here. It'll be decent. If you guys are just popping in, we're attempting to do a tree topper. So like the Christmas tree top would go in there, or we'd have the cone go inside, and then the tree can go in there. So we're just kind of playing around with our current embroidery of the month, just like what to do with embroidery when you're done, basically. This one we are making into a tree topper, and I'm really liking how it turned out. So tomorrow we'll go quick as far as choosing these tassels. I mean, we spent a bunch of time tonight tying all of our corners together, so that was a big part of tonight. But I think this is looking fun. I'm digging it. I like that these are just kind of standing right out there. You know, I do kind of like this crystal. I don't know. I'm going to let it sit overnight. All right. So this is just turning out so cute, I think, though. All right. So here we are. It does stand out. It does stand up, and I think if we tie them a little bit tighter, the tassels will stand up even more. So I think that'll be the plan for tomorrow. So all right, I like it. And use all the colors in the embroidery for tassels. So we could give that a try too, Patty. We could just try the other colors. I do like the embroidery floss though, so I do think that was the right way to go versus the yarn. I did not know that beforehand, and with that little smattering of gold in there, I think that's going to be nice too. So yeah, I think we're just about there, just making that final design decision on these tassels, and then we will finish this up. We'll have the whole thing done tomorrow for sure. We'll just finish it. So awesome. So thank you guys again. Remember, check out that BOGO sale on our box embroidery kits. It's buy two, get one free all throughout the week. It's our early Black Friday sale. We're just doing Black Friday for the whole week instead of just on Black Friday. So that sale will run through the week. And then it's going to be December soon, you guys, so we'll have a new December Embroidery of the Month coming up here soon. So, all right, have a fabulous evening, and I will be back here again at 8:30 p.m. Central tomorrow. Good night.